Have you ever felt unsure about where you stand with someone? Like maybe the spark is fading and he's not as into you as he used to be. Sometimes the signs are all there, staring right back at us. So grab a cup of tea and your fuzziest blanket. Let's decode the signs. Remember when he used to plan those cute dates? Picnics in the park, movie nights, even just grabbing coffee together? If those gestures have dwindled and it feels like pulling teeth to get him to commit to a simple dinner date, it might be a sign he's checked out. It's the little things, like planning a future trip together, or even just talking about next weekend. When he's excited, he wants to lock down time with you. So, if he's gone from Mr. Romantic Planner to Mr. Let's just wing it, or even worse, Mr. I'm busy that day, it might be time to have an honest conversation. Remember when you first started dating and you'd practically spend all day glued to your phones, texting each other non-stop? Those were the days. But lately, it feels like his responses have slowed to a snail's pace. Maybe he used to text back instantly, and now it takes hours or even days to get a reply. It's natural to be busy, but when someone is genuinely interested, they make an effort to stay connected. If he's constantly MIA in the digital world, it's a sign he might be prioritizing other things or people over you. Remember how you used to be able to talk for hours about anything and everything? Lately, have those once sparkling conversations fizzled into awkward silences and one-word answers? When you're with him, does it feel like he's physically present but mentally miles away? If he's constantly tuning you out or seems bored and withdrawn, it's a sign that his heart might not be in it anymore. So, you've finally managed to pin him down for a date night. You've picked out the perfect outfit, made reservations at that cute new restaurant, and then, bam! He cancels at the last minute. Sound familiar? If he's constantly bailing on you, it's a major red flag. When someone is excited to spend time with you, they make it happen. Remember those early days when you couldn't keep your hands off each other? Those stolen kisses, lingering hugs, and sweet nothings whispered in each other's ears? Physical touch is a powerful way to connect with someone, and when it starts to fade, it can feel like a real blow to the relationship. It's not just about the grand gestures of romance, it's the little things, holding hands while walking down the street, a spontaneous hug, a quick kiss hello. When those small acts of affection start to disappear, it can be a sign that the emotional connection is waning too. Okay, maybe not literally, hopefully, but you know what I mean. It's great to have a strong group of friends and prioritize those relationships. But when a guy consistently chooses his friends over you, it's a sign that you're not as high of a priority in his life as you should be. Remember, a healthy relationship involves a balance. It's important to nurture your individual friendships and spend quality time together as a couple. If he's always choosing his friends over you, it's time to have an honest conversation about your needs and expectations. Remember when you first started dating, and it felt like you could do no wrong in his eyes? Lately, though, it feels like he's constantly nitpicking everything you do, from the way you dress to the way you make your coffee. Constructive criticism is one thing, but constant negativity and put-downs are unacceptable. You deserve to be with someone who lifts you up, not tears you down. If you're constantly walking on eggshells around him, afraid to say or do the wrong thing, it might be time to reevaluate the relationship. Remember those late-night conversations about the future? Building a life, traveling, maybe getting a dog and starting a family. It's a sign you see a future with that person. If he shuts down future talks, it's a red flag. It might mean he doesn't see a future with you. Remember when you first started dating and it felt like you were the only person in the room? Like his eyes were only for you, and the rest of the world just faded away? Well, if you're starting to feel like you're at a competition every time you go out, it might be time to have a serious conversation. If he's constantly checking out other girls, making inappropriate comments, or even flirting right in front of you, it's a sign that he doesn't respect you or the relationship. Remember that old saying, communication is key? Well, it's true. Every couple argues. It's a natural part of being in a relationship. But it's how you argue that matters. When you're with someone who cares, you work through disagreements together, communicate effectively, and find solutions. However, if he's constantly avoiding conflict, shutting down conversations, or refusing to address the issues, it's a sign that he's not invested in making the relationship work. Sweeping problems under the rug might seem easier in the short term, but it will only lead to bigger issues down the road. Remember how excited you were for your first anniversary? You'd been dropping hints for weeks, maybe even made reservations at that special restaurant you both love. But then, the day came and went, and nothing. He completely forgot. Look, everyone forgets things from time to time, but when someone consistently forgets important dates like birthdays, anniversaries, or even just plans you've made together, it's a sign that they're not prioritizing the relationship. Remember how excited you were to introduce him to your friends and family? You just knew they'd adore him as much as you did, but he's been dragging his feet. He always has an excuse. He's too busy or not good with meeting new people. But deep down, you know it's more than that. When someone is genuinely invested, they want to be a part of your world. Remember when you first started dating and he couldn't stop complimenting you? He loved your smile, your laugh, the way you scrunched your nose when you concentrated. Those compliments, no matter how small, made you feel seen, appreciated, and loved. But lately, the compliments have dwindled to almost nothing. Now, it's not that we need constant validation from our partners, but a little compliment here and there goes a long way in making us feel special and desired. Physical intimacy is an important part of a romantic relationship. It's a way to connect on a deeper level, to express love and affection, and to feel close to your partner. So, when one partner starts to withdraw from physical intimacy, it can be a major red flag. Maybe he's always too tired for a cuddle on the sofa. Whatever the reason, a lack of physical intimacy can be a sign that something deeper is going on in the relationship. Remember those early days when he couldn't bear to be apart from you? Every moment together was a precious gift. But lately, it feels like the opposite. He seems happier when you're not around. Maybe his mood lifts when you leave the room, or he's more excited about his friends than you. You deserve someone who cherishes your presence, who lights up when you walk into a room. Remember those heart-to-heart conversations you used to have? The ones where you could bare your souls to each other, sharing your deepest fears, dreams, and vulnerabilities? Emotional intimacy is the foundation of a strong and healthy relationship. It's about feeling safe and secure enough to be your true, authentic self with your partner. But lately, it feels like a wall has been erected between you. He's become emotionally distant, withdrawn, and guarded. He avoids talking about his feelings, brushes off your attempts to connect on a deeper level, and keeps his emotions bottled up inside. He's become a master at dodging your calls, cancelling plans, and coming up with elaborate excuses for why he can't see you. It's like he's playing a game of hide and seek, and you're always the one left searching. Maybe he's swamped with work, has a family emergency, or is feeling under the weather again. While it's important to be understanding and supportive, it's also crucial to trust your gut. If his excuses are starting to feel more like elaborate lies, it might be time to face the music. Remember when you first told him about your dreams and aspirations? He was your biggest cheerleader, encouraging you every step of the way, celebrating your victories, and offering a shoulder to cry on during setbacks. Having a supportive partner can make all the difference in achieving your goals and feeling confident in your abilities. But lately, his support has waned. He seems indifferent to your passions, dismissive of your accomplishments, and even critical of your ambitions. Remember when you first started dating and you shared everything with each other? From silly childhood stories to your deepest fears and insecurities, there were no secrets between you. Open and honest communication is the foundation of any strong relationship. But lately you've noticed a shift. He's become more secretive, withdrawn and guarded. He's constantly on his phone, hiding his screen from you, and whispering secretive phone calls behind closed doors. Those two little words can strike fear into the heart of anyone in a relationship. When your partner tells you they need space, it can feel like your world is crashing down around you. Maybe he's feeling suffocated, or perhaps he needs time to sort through his feelings. Whatever the reason, it's essential to respect his need for space. Trying to cling tighter or force him to talk will only push him further away. Remember, you are strong, worthy, and deserving of love. Don't settle for someone who doesn't see your worth or appreciate the amazing person you are. It's time to put yourself first and walk away from anything that no longer serves you. If you're ready to move on and attract a healthy, loving relationship into your life, check out my next video on 7 shocking red flags women secretly judge men for.